YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy Swain, and I am back with another video, man. And we're gonna dive right into the topic today, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Are you in a cage or are you in a circle? That's the question you need to be asking yourself, fellas. Are you in a cage or are you in a circle? You know what I'm saying? What do I mean? Swain, what do you mean when you say that? Are the people around you adding or taking away, right? If the people around you, especially your homies, because check it out, man, we can vet women all day, right? We can vet women all day. I can make all these videos about female nature, but if you still got homies in your circle who are also succubus, then the playing field isn't level, it ain't balanced, and you're gonna still take L's. So are you in a circle or are you in a cage? Are your homies adding or are they taking away? See, a lot of times, fellas, we're for some reason, we feel the need to honor this code of your day ones. That's my day one, that's my day one, that's my day one. But do you really sit back and think about what the term day one actually means? Day one, think about that. My day one, that's exactly what it means, your day one. It doesn't mean that they're supposed to be your day 2000 or your day 3000. Sometimes your day ones just can't go. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand, man, I always tell you guys that it's very, very important that we as men be on a continuous path and a continuous journey of reinventing and growth. Reinventing and growth. If you reinventing and you're growing, but your homies are still staying the same, then motherfucker, they're eventually is going to get to a point where they're not helping you anymore. You understand? So you hanging out with them on a regular basis is working backwards. It's not going to benefit you, bro. You understand what I'm saying? It won't benefit you. And I think one of the hardest things for us to do as men is to realize and to understand that everybody cannot go. So you got to think about it like this, man. You in your process of becoming better. You in your fitness process, for example, your fitness journey, and you got to wake up at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning to train, or 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe 6 in the morning, because you got to be to work at 8 or 9. So you want to get it in first. Hanging out to 3 or 4 in the morning, smoking and drinking isn't going to benefit you. Maybe at one time it benefited you because you really didn't have nothing going on. You was just going to sleep in until you had to go to work. But now you have added another task on your plate, which is to improve your physique. So you drinking alcohol and staying up late actually has an adverse effect of you making gains in the gym. See, your homies who ain't on the fitness tip, they ain't gonna understand that. That's why they don't have a problem with the shit. And this is what you're gonna start finding. You're gonna start finding yourself to be annoyed and agitated when you are around people like this. And that agitation is basically your inner God realizing that the energy that your homie is possessing no longer matches the energy that you possess. So your soul is agitated. So now you got to get the fuck on. Now, this don't mean that you better than your homie. This don't mean that you still can't talk to your homie. This don't mean that you still can't have love for your homie. But bro, I can't hang out with you the way I used to. You know what I'm saying? Because you're no longer benefiting my circle. Now you got me in a cage. Because here's the thing, man. As you go on your red pill journey, as you go on your journey to grow and become better, you're going to find that it's lonely. Because most people don't want to even phantom doing something like that because they have to face their shadows. And when you face your shadows, truth is exposed. That's all the red pill is truth. And that truth is uncomfortable. It's unbearable for some people. They don't want to fuck with that. So they much rather stay the same and, drown their sorrows with alcohol and drugs and weed and all this type of shit versus facing they demons, facing they shadow, and actually digging and becoming a better version of yourself. None of my day one homies like going to the gym for real like that. And this ain't no knock on them because they got other things going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say that they, or I'm better than them or anything like that. But what I realize is that we are no longer going in the same direction. See, if you call your homie and y'all chopping it up and you realize that it's never about making money or improving, but only about maybe women or hanging out or when the next turn up or gossip that has nothing to do with you, that energy will rub off on you if you continue to do it. And your goal and your journey and your process can be in danger because energy is very transferable. Nobody's above being, influenced or impacted by energy that's negative. You know what I mean? Because that's a negative energy, if you ask me, because it doesn't affect or doesn't add positively or positive to what I'm doing. It doesn't affect my goals in a positive way or in a positive manner. So I view it as a negative because either it's helping or it's taking away. There is no gray area, fellas. It's either it's helping or it's taken away. And that's the scale that you have to measure people on in your life as you go on your journey. You got to find your tribe, meaning that you have to find like-minded people. Day ones don't always mean they're your tribe. Girls that you think are bad don't mean that she needs to be a part of your tribe. Family. It doesn't mean because y'all blood that they part of your tribe, because sometimes we have some whack-ass family members, and I think we all have experienced that. But you can't care so much till you allow that to hinder you. That's why I always say that a man must understand how to be emotionally uninvested. Because see, when you're emotionally invested in certain things, oh, that's my day one, bro. It's my day one. That emotionally invested mindset bullshit is going to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? You got to find your tribe, and you have to recognize, are you in a circle or are you in a cage? And a lot of times, man, we really are in cages. Our wings can't spread because the people that we are around are not on the same level of existence as we are mentally. And you have to be vigilant enough as a man to recognize that and know when to dip. I remember, man, I used to not value fitness. I didn't used to value building and growth. So I would hang out all the time and drink. And when I was in college, smoke and shit like that. Partying with homies and chasing women and not getting better. And I make these videos so you younger guys can learn from my mistakes, man. If you 19, 20 years old, bro, you need to be motherfucking building right now. I understand that you want to go out sometimes to have a good time. I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself in college, but do that shit with perspective. Understand that your end goal can be affected by what you do right now. This is why I think that every man should have himself on a 5-year growth and improvement plan, because it gives you something to constantly improve and work at. And with this mindset, the way I see it, you'll always be 5 years ahead, because if you're 20 years old, you're working on 25. If you're 25 years old, you're working on becoming a better version of yourself at 30. I just turned 30. I'm thinking about the version of myself I want to be at 35. And I'm telling you, bro, when you get that mindset, you so fucking geared to just be better. It's like doing shit that doesn't help you bothers your fucking soul, bro. Women wanting to hang out late as fuck, calling you on the phone at 3 or 4 in the morning. You be like, bitch, what the fuck? This shit is not helping me. And you know what? Some people gonna say you mean. Some people gonna say you don't fuck with them, you bored, you lame, all of that bullshit. But who gives a fuck? Because when you on top, bro, all that shit gonna be worth it. It's all gonna be worth it. And one thing about people, they don't respect your grind phase. People don't really respect you when you trying to win. They only respect you when you did win. Nobody gave a fuck about Usain Bolt before he was Usain Bolt. Nobody gave a fuck about Michael B. Jordan before he was Michael B. Jordan. Them hoes weren't there when he was going all them casting calls trying to get them lead roles in them movies. Them bitches was only there when his shit hit the box office. And that's the mindset you have to understand when you in grind phase. You cannot give a fuck about making people happy when you grinding. You can't give a fuck about feelings when you grinding. You can't give a fuck about none of that day one shit if they not adding to you, because now, bitch, I'm in a circle because you my day one and you ain't adding to me. I'm in a cage. I ain't in a circle no more. So because I love you and because my loyalty to you and all this bullshit, I need to remain in a cage. It don't fucking work like that. Everybody can't go. If you decide to dive in on this journey and become a better version of yourself, and you realize the people around you are not on the same wavelength, you got to cut them sons of bitches off, man. And I know that shit sound harsh, but this is facts. This is some shit that I didn't know when I was 21, 22, 23 years old. Matter of fact, I didn't even know this because I wasn't even on that type of time. I didn't even think like that because I was only so focused on the now and the partying and the drinking and the fucking with bitches and shit like that. I wasn't thinking about building. You know what I'm saying? But see, as I've gotten older, you know what I started to fall in love with? See, it's two types of niggas in the world. You got niggas that fall in love, and then you got niggas that fall in love with building. You got niggas that fall in love with growth and that process. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what I love so much about growing a beard. That's why I shave my beard off sometimes, because I enjoy that process of it growing back. I enjoy that process of waking up in the morning seeing growth. It's something about seeing growth on a continuous basis, steadily, that has a positive effect on your mindset. Because I paid attention to what I like most about the gym. Although I love going to the gym, but is it actually the act of me going to the gym and lifting weights? Or is it the benefits that I get from it? Seeing my body change consistently, although it may be slow, but it's a consistent change. So that gives me hope for light at the end of the tunnel. At the end of the tunnel. You understand what I'm saying? And when you fall in love with that and you're geared to that, that can help you change drastically in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Even doing this YouTube channel that I've got, that I have right now, that I've got started. Doing this channel on a continuous basis keeps me accountable. And I like seeing the growth, seeing the 2 or 3 subscribers here, the comments here, the love that you guys give me, man. The ones who do know me, who've been here from the beginning, DMs, chopping it up, FaceTimes, building a community of men who are like-minded, building my own tribe. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the greatest creeds of a man, is one day knowing that we're going to die, but have built something to leave behind for our legacies, man. And that's what you got to think about. You understand? But that's it for the video, fellas. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, man. Until next time.